another one, another done. All damn, just what have I become? No chance, I'm still what they waiting for. No brain on stage, been here before. Hold on too much, gotta let it go. No pain, I'm out of it, ain't involved. No call, no show, I ain't really gone. Too late to say I was there wrong. Flow not the way for that info. Feel lost, but I know that we close. Speed down my lane on the road. Feel like I've been here before, but maybe switching my roles. Cold dude, no you, now you ain't never that. So
am I the only viewer?
Cold dude, no you, now you ain't never that. So lose, I do, I got it running back. Another one time be fun, I think my end just begun. Another one last time please ya. Now I ain't live to please ya. Ain't got no plans to be through with this whole thing to see through. And I ain't trying to be cool, nah I'm just trying to be true. But all I do is see blue, at least the 10 in my room. Feel like it's trying to consume, but I'm just days that refuse. Or maybe make it out soon. I assume that my doom ain't the worst of the guess what my purpose is. Start my verse and I fall when the curtain.
There ain't no room. Only one number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Straight in, more pain, so more gaining. Yeah, I came in, guns blazing. At Raven, you get weighed in. Been training, sick of waiting. Some failing, not plain sailing. Entertaining, check the ratings. Let me out, I don't wanna be caged in. Yeah, I'm ready, who's next up? Pay attention now, yeah, your best luck. I like to warm up like a few jabs, and then I hit hard like a left hook. My style's unique, not textbook. Step to me, you get yourself messed up. Win or lose, still here, still not.
I just need a minute to replenish who I am, and who I am is so dependent on exactly where we stand. I stand in any pose, anything but tippy toes. I want you to feel smaller, always taller. Now I'm a cheerleader, she a baller. The difference in height isn't I left my ego at the altar. Now every ring's a thing, and everything I taught you is coming back around to me, just like revolvers. And every single click is just hammering it home. Who knew Russian roulette involved answering the phone? Until my signal dwindles or my channel is in Rome, or my cell phone dies, or it's cancer in my dome. And dear nicks the tone as I pull my pain out. One of your short nose might blow my brains out, but you ain't even pick up. Talking to myself, exactly what you sick of.
Feeling kinda restless. Did you get my message? It's swirling around in the storm.
Yeah, come on.
No, don't tell me that you care when I know you're standing there.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
It's time for our tape. First up, we have The Machine from the United States of America. So much hype. And there's the bell to start round one. Not sure if I'd be taunting right now.
Let's go.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Looking to land the hook. A lot of trash talk between these two. Oh, right there! And they got caught! And Machine goes down. One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me your boy.
A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
It's a good start to the round for this guy.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable.
Oh, my God, John! And down goes Machine. I don't care how good your chin is. Up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
What happened?
For I am the truth. I am the light that lighteth every man and woman that cometh into this continent, into this world of America today.
We got all eyes on you. No more bluffing. The truth is coming through. You got nothing. The streets on fire, but we've gone higher. And we won't tire. And you're falling. Rise up, take your place. Be someone, be someone. Rise up, show your face. Touch the sun, touch the sun. Stand up, state your case. Speak as one, speak as one. Rise up, human race. Everyone, everyone.
For I am the truth. I am the light that lighteth every man and woman that cometh into this continent, into this world of America.
Aggressive.
Take your place, be someone, be someone. Rise up, show your face. Touch the sun, touch the sun. Stand up, state your case. Speak as one, speak as one. Rise up, human race. Everyone, everyone.
Here we are, getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. This, you can tell both. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Nice idea with the hook, but that's blocked. Juan Manuel Marquez. Now that is a massive knock.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come to me.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Look at his corner. The instructions, they're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner. Somehow, get to the end of the round.
The building is going bananas. Will they see a huge upset here? Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged. Oh, hold on a sec. And he couldn't take any more. Down goes Marquez. As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You still want to fight.
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
He's up, but for how long? Look at him. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear
10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. Is there any way back into this fight after the beating? And there's the bell to start round 2. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
He fails to score with that left hook. That hook won't score. How about that time counter shot? Stumbling around in potholes. And Marquez goes down. You need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
Shot from the gods, they say.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round 1. He knows what shot works and where to land it. They're trying.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. Stumbling. And Juan Manuel Marquez goes to the canvas. Imagine seeing this punch coming.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you continue.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
The corner needs to...
Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. They get 1 minute between rounds. This fighter wished it was 10 minutes after being dropped twice. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
This may do it. Right back into the fray.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
The defense, and he couldn't take any more. Down goes Marquez. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
I just need a minute to replenish who I am, and who I am is so dependent on exactly where we stand. I stand in any pose, anything but tippy toes. I want you to feel smaller, always taller. Now I'm a cheerleader, she a baller. The difference in height isn't I left my ego at the altar. Now every ring's a thing, and everything I taught you is coming back around to me, just like revolvers. And every single click is just hammering it home.
Go Mexican monsters.
Until my signal dwindles or my channel is in Rome, or my cell phone dies, or it's cancer in my dome. And dear nicks the tone as I pull my pain out. One of your short nose might blow my brains out, but you ain't even pick up. Talking to myself, exactly what you sick of.
Feeling kinda restless. Did you get my message? It's swirling around in the storm.
Yeah, come on.
No, don't tell me that you care when I know you're standing there.
Yeah.
I left the story of my life on your answering machine. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, are you there? Hello, would you pick up the phone? Hello, can you hear me? Hello, are you there?
Are you there?
Hello, would you pick up the phone?
We were like, if a tree falls in the forest and no one is around, does it really make a sound? That's romantic and profound. But now we're like lumberjacks holding the axes that bring it down. So I'm now on your message, talking about remember. Silence in return, that sounds like timber. There's some that can't see the forest because they liars, but I can't see the forest because of the fire. And in our prehistorics, the flowers was rooting for us. Brontosaurus ate the flowers, T-Rex ate the Brontosaurus, and then the T-Rex turned around and ate the florist. That's why I lost my FTD endorsement, but that's really not important. My sadness is snitch, my melancholy informant. Despair wears a wire, my longing rapping the song. My worry is a rap, my lonely tapping the phone.
I wanna give you reasons, tell you what I'm feeling, but none of these lines are secure. No, don't tell me that you care when I know you're standing there. I left the story of my life on your answering machine. My tears run off your shoes like water from a goose.
Saul Canelo Alvarez, the Mexican legend, the middleweight, the super middleweight, the light heavyweight who fights out of Guadalajara, Mexico. Terrence Bud Crawford, the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. He also can crack at welterweight, one of the best to ever do it. This bout, we welcome you to this beautiful theater where every seat has been sold, but the fans will only need the... These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Blocks that left hook. The straights continue to score. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. The straight right just misses. Fighters love being in this venue as the audience is right on top of you, and they will be bringing the heat tonight. They are ready to watch this showdown.
For a fighter walking into a theater, I think this is the closest thing to fighting.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Terrence Crawford just got rocked. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Crawford is dazed. Crawford got hit hard and down he goes. And as you can see here, a picture-perfect punch did the trick.
A shot from the gods took him out.
One, two, three, four. You are right.
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round.
You must have it on easy.
Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
You're being put down.
Here we go. It's round 2. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
He parries that left jab away. Beautiful counter shot. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. A perfect counter shot. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter. Hold it right there. Crawford in trouble. How is this fight still continuing?
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter punch. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Catch and shoot. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Beautiful counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, you know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Come on, let him get back in.
Let's get it started in round 3. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Perfect counter lands. That big hook doesn't land. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Counter puncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Crawford's, do you believe this? Bud Crawford just got knocked down. What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew it when they threw it.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
One, two, three,
Well, the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
He's up, but for how long? Look at him. On the heels. Look at it's no finesse. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. He just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
Nice job blocking the left hook. Punch, counter punch. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that... And there's the bell to start round 4. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
He threw the hook, didn't land. Crawford may be ready to go down. Looks like trouble was averted.
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they...
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. And down goes Crawford. I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
I need to see that again.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
Look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom, different tactics.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Oh, my word. Canelo just got clipped. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
To make or break a fighter.
Don't give him no free shots. Eat smart. Okay, focus. Big deep breaths.
On to the 5th we go. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
What desire, but at what cost? Crawford in trouble. How did they not go down?
Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Big shot, and Alvarez is on the canvas. And he dropped him. The perfect snipe. 1, 2, 3,
4, 5, 6, 7. Listen to me. Are you okay?
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Oh, I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
Gloves are all over the place. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it.
Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Crawford is dazed. Bud Crawford is on the canvas. Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you're out.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
Well, there's no argument right there. You say it. Night-night.
Yeah. Look at that. All the belts, mighty. Swing left, right, man said get ping. Contrary ting, no ping, we bring man right, somebody shot fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, and swing left, right, man said get ping. Contrary ting, no ping, we bring man right, somebody shot fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, and swing left, right, man said get ping. Contrary ting, no ping, we bring man right, somebody shot fling. Hook up, fling, right up, fling. Contrary ting, send man over the ropes. Man try come for the bell, but I punch you, never saw ended all of your hopes. Now all of your bros, I stood on the sideline, head in the hand, shot, joke of the show. They keep those hands up, swing for their fences. All you're going no poorly for sure. How much do you want to be the champ? How much do you want to please the fans? How much do you want to be the king? And how much do you want to feed your camp? How much do you want to see people chant? Swing like you got a thing to lose. It's the ESBC, beat them neatly. Titles never ever in dispute. Ding ding, step in the ring and swing left, right, man said get ping. Can't try a ting, no but ping. We bring when right, somebody shot fling. Ding ding, step in the ring and swing left, right, man said get ping. Can't try a ting, no but ping. We bring when right, somebody shot.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
Time for our tail of the tape. Deontay Wilder. He is the Bronze Bomber. 6'7" tall with that massive 83-inch reach. Up against them, James Buster Douglas. 192 centimeters tall with a reach of... The Bronze Bomber, one of the hardest punchers in heavyweight history. His knockout percentage is off the chart.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, an Olympic bronze medalist from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, a hard-hitting, sensational...
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves. And here we go.
Todd, it's one of my favorite venues. You can't get a better place to fight.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. After months of uncertainty, We finally have a fight. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Incredible work rate. And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
Can you imagine walking into this town, walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name? You can't even hear your cornerman whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
The defense failed them. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
What recovery skills they are.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. So much for defensive abilities. How did they not go down?
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Perfect counter lands. And he scores with the counter. And Buster Douglas goes to the canvas. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Talk about Douglas in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
I love the response, though. Got back up.
On to the second round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Punch. Trouble. And down goes Douglas. I don't care how good your chin is, a punch like that, and you're going down.
I've got to see that again.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start this. It's the incomparable Roy Jones Jr. He won world titles at 4 different weight classes, including the heavyweight champion.
This bout is scheduled for 6 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner.
These two have certainly talked the talk. High hopes for this battle between these two athletes. That punch landed. Is he going to punch himself out, though? He threw a punch and just got countered. That hook doesn't score. What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
Just see the nerves on a fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven. I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. An upset of the year, perhaps right before our eyes. We've avoided catastrophe there.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
How about that time counter shot? Just missed with that hook. Good looking right hook, but that was blocked. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next? There's the bell to start round 2. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Cut you off here, Johnny. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. A much better game plan here.
What recovery skills there are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Good counter punch. Stamina is off the charts. Perfect counter shot. He throws a punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And we may see an early stoppage here. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Bell rings and we start the third. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. A lot of effort being exerted here. Pensacola's finest is down. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. You still want to fight?
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning. Hold it right there. So much for defensive abilities. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
That hook was off target. At some point, the corner has to say you're done. So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
Boxing. Go around, I like it, I'm happy. But man, go back and win the rounds, right? It's only one round that's important.
Here we go to the fourth round. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Going to punch himself out, though. The building is going bananas. Jake Paul couldn't handle any more of it. As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
One, two, three, 4, 5. You are right.
The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Need to turn this around halfway through.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Oh, my God, Johnny! Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears as we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Talk about Jake Paul in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
You're being put down. You've got to think right.
Time for the 5th round. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Nice defense on that left uppercut. Their vision is being impaired, no doubt about it, but is the referee going to stop it here? To the relief of the fans here, this fight will continue. That counter punch caught him clean. And is this the beginning of the end? A nightmare start to this fight. Try to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
That counter shot lands. About Roy Jones in that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for gassing out.
Go back and win the round, right?
There's the bell for round 6. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me, personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Done with that counter shot. Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Green Days now needs to...
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
He threw a punch and just got countered. The fighter's vision is paramount, and the referee may stop it here. And yep, that's going to do it.
I was getting a little anxious there. It's a career-ending fight.
Well, Johnny, complete and total domination, a stoppage victory. How do you rate the performance?
What's next? A TKO makes it so confusing because you think, what would have happened if the fight had carried on? These guys are going to have to do it all over again. Because a TKO, to me, it doesn't tell us the full story.